And we back. And we back. Hey, where I put my phone at? And we back. I think I left my phone in the kitchen. And we back. Hold on 1 second, y'all. And we back. And we back. I don't know where I put my phone, y'all. We back. Let me make sure everything sounding good. What's good? What's good? What's good? Everybody, it's your man, the High Value Nurse, checking in. Welcome to another edition of the High Value Nurse presents Thoughts from a Nurse. I am your host, the High Value Nurse, aka CJ Kyles, checking in once again back on another broadcast, and we have an interesting show for you all today, ladies and gentlemen. The main topic, y'all see the headline: Nurse burnout reaches a new high as the latest Omicron variant surges. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this article came out a few days ago. But we're going to talk about it because it is very important. And shout out to the Sidepreneur Nurse. I saw this actually on her IG, and it made me want to do a broadcast on it. That is the main showrunner for today, but we got a pretty action-packed show for y'all today, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is CJ, aka the High Value Nurse. I am an LPN transitioning into getting his RN. I'm a cruiser. I love to travel, love to go on vacation. But most importantly, I am a nurse. Talking about nursing from my perspective. This is not your traditional nursing channel, boys and girls. Now, we can kick it. We can kick it today. What's been going on with y'all? Hopefully, y'all have had a great week. It is Wednesday, so that means it's hump day. Fortunately, I am off the next 2 days, so I'm chilling. And I said, why not bring y'all a show this afternoon? And my goal is also to do a show tonight that is not nurse related, but more so general topic related. I'm going to be working on my paper later on tonight. I got to turn in a paper as a part of the requirement to start the nursing program. It's an APA paper and it's discussing nurse bullying, which is one thing that I wanted to talk about briefly on today's broadcast. Y'all, that's like 1 gram of sugar. So, but I wanted to talk about nurse bullying since I had to do a paper on it. A 2-page paper. And the article was pretty interesting because, before I became a nurse, I used to think that as an adult, how do you let another adult bully you, right? That's what I used to think. I don't think like that anymore because I do understand that people get bullied on the work at the workplace, on the job, for whatever reason. I don't know what bullying does as an adult for another person. I really don't see the purpose in doing it because at the end of the day, if you work with this person and you decide to bully them, in my opinion, all it does to me is make your day longer and that much more difficult, especially being a nurse in the nursing field. Because to me, it takes a whole lot of energy to bully somebody. You feel me? Was cracking, Chris? Was cracking? Was cracking? It takes a whole lot of energy to bully somebody, and I've never seen somebody get bullied at work. I've never seen it. I've heard stories about it, but I've never actually seen it on a shift to where like the employees were ganging up on one person or one particular employee was ganging up on another employee and the other employee was having a hard time defending themselves. If anything, I've seen people uh go at it, but not bullying, you know. But what I did found out, according to the article that I read, there is no actual American definition of what a bully is. And I did not know that. And that's according to the article that I read. There is no definitive actual definition of what a bully is in America. Now, people have come up with the general term of what a bully is, but let me see. I'm sure it's in the Urban Dictionary. Let me see. Let me see. I'm sure it's in the Urban Dictionary somewhere. It says a person who habitually seeks harm, well, seeks to harm or intimidate those who they may perceive as vulnerable. Now, this is coming from Google, good old Google. A person who habitually seeks to harm or intimidate those whom they perceive as vulnerable. Now, when we had our orientation, the doctor's reasoning for giving us this assignment was that this she said that this will be something that will occur. You will see as your career starts to progress, right? So this because the paper is about what would you do to stop bullying, what would you do to interfere, what would you do to make an overall better work environment. Now, I'm the type of person to mind my own business. I really am. But I do understand that if a person is being bullied at a job, it can affect their work performance. It can affect their work performance and us working with other human beings that are sick. That could be very, very bad and not beneficial to any of the parties that are involved. For example, if you have um, a nurse who simply does not like another nurse simply because of the way she looks, um, I've heard of that from several nurses. I've several nurses, especially in long term care. I don't know what it is, and I don't know what the hospital is like. I'm sure it goes on in the hospital, but I don't know. I've never worked in it, but I do know with long term care I've heard of that a lot. Now I've never seen a woman um, or a nurse, and I'm saying a woman because is majority women that I work with, and I've heard it from women. I've never ever heard this from another male nurse or another male CNA. So, but I've heard several nurses that they have been, I don't know if I want to say bullied, but they have been targeted by other nurses or other CNAs because of the way they look. Um, they'll walk in and they'll be the cute nurse, hair, nails done, nails popping. You feel me? Skin tight scrubs on, looking good or whatever. And then you'll have the other nurse who may be perceived as haggard, if you will, not cute, not physically appealing. And she will go out of her way to give the nurse who may be perceived as traditionally pretty, cute, beautiful, whatever term you like to use, and give them a hard time. I've heard this from several nurses. And again, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? It is. But let's not lie and say there's not a traditional standard of beauty here. And I've heard nurses say that, well, because I'm cute, I'm in shape, I ain't got no kids, or whatever the case may be, I get targeted by other nurses. I've heard this from several individuals. They get targeted simply because of the situation they may be in. Like that whole term, nurses eat their young. You may have a nurse who may not have no kids, and she's young, she's pretty and everything like that. And then you have a nurse or the game of nursing has swallowed her whole, swallowed her whole, swallowed her whole. Swallow her whole, ladies and gentlemen. It's not been good to her. You know what I'm saying? Who knows what she's going through at home? She may be working 2 and 3 jobs. You know what I'm saying? She got a bunch of kids running around. Baby daddy ain't nothing. She got to take care of him, the kids. You feel me? Got to pay her mama bills. Just miserable. But yet, here come this other PYT coming in, bright-eyed, trying to help people. You know what I'm saying? She take care of herself. Who the this bitch thinks she is? Who the this bitch thinks she is coming up in here trying to do her job? I've heard this. I'm just simply telling you what I've heard. I've never seen it, but I've heard it. Oh, CJ, yeah. I like to have my nails laid and my edges pressed, but all these chicks up in here, they be on my case because I'm a bad nurse and I know it. And when I say bad, I mean bad as in fine or cute. And they don't like me because of that. Is that a problem in the field? Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are not aware, there is a such thing as pretty privilege in all aspects. But is there a problem? Is that bullying, boys and girls, or is it just hating? Because I guess it could be easily transitioned into bullying. Because you know what? She's got it going on. Because she does have it going on. And I got 4-5 kids by 3 different men, 4 different men, and they all ain't worth nothing. And I got my nursing job and I have to work. I have to work. Not that I want to work, but I have to work. I got to deal with these people I don't want to deal with. And this bright-eyed, cute thing just walk in. Who the she thinks she is? Huh? Who the this thinks she is? Coming up in here trying to do her job. Don't ask me for nothing. I'm not showing you where the linen at. I'm not showing you where the crash cart is. Get it on your own. This is just simply what I've heard, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. Y'all tell me. Y'all tell me. Now, once again, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But this is why I don't believe in so much telling your business at work. Now, you can't get mad at another nurse because they keep themselves up. And I've seen it. In some of these facilities, some of these chicks are very haggard, be having whole mustaches and beards, don't take care of themselves, just don't care, miserable. So I believe that it is true. I really do. I do believe that the women who do put time, and well, let me not say women, but the nurses who put time into keeping up their professional appearance, who really don't have an attitude, who are pleasant and polite, that rubs the nurse who's been swallowed by the game the wrong way, and that could indeed lead to bullying. So how do you handle that? How is that handled? What do you do to handle that? How is a nurse that has everything going for his or herself? And I'm gonna just say her because, like I said, I don't think that normally happens with men. I really don't. And I don't want to make this a sexist thing, right? But how does that happen? How do you fix that? Because you can't make this broad have a better life. You can't make her have a better life. Bro, I've heard that like I said, I've had conversations with these nurses and they've said this. It can get very hostile up in there. Yeah, yeah, it can. Very much so. So with the bullying aspect, how does one handle that? Hmm? You go to management, because when I was in orientation, they said that's going to happen. You're going to have to problem solve. But what do you do? What as an employee do you do when all you want to do is come in, do your job, you take care of yourself, you're in shape, you smell good, your hair is done, your nails look nice, you know what I'm saying? You're open to talk to people, you're open to help, but you got the vets, the vets that's been done wrong by the game. What do you do? I don't know. I don't know. And it seems to be a problem that has happened, that has taken place in my area. I mean, I think it is a problem. It is a problem. The only thing I can really say to that is either A, remove yourself. You got options. You have options. You really do. And try to find, and again, you're gonna have problems anywhere you go. But to target somebody simply because that they don't fit what you call um they don't fit what you call, oh, you shouldn't be like this. Hold on, let me read Dorothy's comment. Let me see. What's up? What up? What up, y'all? What's up, Chris? What up, Lucky? Um, what up, Brandon? What's cracking? Bullying at its finest. Yeah, it can be like that. Let me see. See what D's saying. She said it does happen and it is bullying. It also occurs if you're a very good nurse or have aspirations to reach a higher level, such as being an LPN and wanting to become an RN, or being an RN and going into a specialty, seeking APRN. You don't fix that. You simply continue to do you, and you work as a team to provide for the patients. However, professionally, let them know you won't allow bullying. To be honest, bullying occurs in all areas of nursing for all reasons. They even try it when you get in the ICU. I've heard that. Heard that. And again, I'm only speaking from what I know. I'm only speaking from what I know. And I've learned that even outside of nursing, when you are a person that is very goal oriented and um, you are a mover and a shaker and you grind, I think it's important to keep certain things to yourself. Not saying that you should, but I think it's important to do it because a lot of people will not understand you. A lot of people will call you crazy. A lot of people will call you insensitive because you don't see things the way the people that don't want much out of life see things. You know what I'm saying? Because you decided to take care of yourself and you decided to put in the work and work on yourself, put the time and effort into yourself, and the next person simply don't like it. And y'all got the same opportunity. Y'all both have a nursing license. Y'all both have a nursing license. If it's two nurses, y'all do. All this bullying stuff. I mean, and you got to have a backbone. Real talk. I'm telling you. That's why I said yesterday, long-term care is not for the weak, bruh. It's not for the weak. I have seen employees get into it, cuss each other out, fight, all that stuff. But to me, it was just back and forth. It wasn't necessarily bullying. It was just two people that didn't like each other. You know what I'm saying? When I think of bullying, I'm thinking of somebody that's constantly targeting a person and they not responding back. That's how I saw bullying. When two people just have a disagreement and they get into it, I don't consider that bullying. Bullying. It's just two people that don't like each other, that just got into it. Simply put. But yeah, that's crazy, ain't it? Bullying. Yeah. So for all y'all nurses, and don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Some of them do be up in there trying to stunt. All right. Some of them do be up in there trying to stunt. Y'all know y'all got it together. You're trying to stunt. You're showing your IG pictures of your last trip to Miami for the 45th time. You know, you up in Cancun, Cabo. You got your BBL popping. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, and you want to show off a little bit. Okay. All right. Do you? You know what I'm saying? But then you do have the ones that's really not trying to do no harm. That's really trying to get in there and get their job done. And I do understand you have a lot of braggadocious nurses up in there. No, they fly. No, they got it together. Woke up this morning and said, I'm finna stun on all these today. Real talk. Just woke up and chose violence unnecessarily. Now, sometimes you're asking for it. You're making yourself a target. You're making yourself a target. She said Miami, Cancun, CJ, anybody can go there. You ain't lying though. People be mad for the silliest things. Yeah. You know, you done showed them. Oh, girl. Yeah, I was popping in Miami. You dig? What's the hot spot in Miami? Y'all sipping on Mai Tais and mojitos. You dig what I'm saying? Now, she said that anybody can go to Miami. No, not everybody though. There's a lot of people out here hurting. And then, you know, you get around a chick who ain't never been to Miami. This bitch thinks she better than everybody. And that's how the problem started. You know, I'm not saying that you need to block what you're doing or, you know, be ashamed of what you're doing because you work hard to get to where you want to be. But I'm just saying, use some discernment, as my chick would say. Use some discernment when you out here. And, you know, sometimes you just gotta go in there and get stuff done and go home. Like me, I just want to go home. I ain't got time. I ain't got time. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna do nothing. Cats are starving. The homeless rate is up high. They robbing nurses. I done heard nurses getting robbed right outside of hospitals. I mean, y'all, is it really worth it? I mean, look, you should not be afraid of what you've done and what you accomplished. But all I'm saying is that use some discernment. You know, use some discernment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to get into this reaction video. I saw this one video and I thought it was interesting because I want to know, is this shaming? Is this nurse wrong? I don't even know if this woman is a nurse, but this clip comes from TikTok. Or was it a joke? Is it a joke? Or is it serious? Now, I'll be reacting to a video from Roma Army. And it's called Nurses Started Trend on TikTok Body Shaming Male Patients. I had no idea that this was actually a thing. And you know what? I recently just got on TikTok. And TikTok is almost worse than YouTube. Because TikTok is like a endless wormhole of straight buffoonery. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of it is entertaining. You feel me? So I'm gonna get into this, and y'all let me know if y'all think this nurse was wrong. If she is a nurse, if this is wrong, if she's out of pocket for this video. Is it a joke? Is it nurse humor? A lot of nurses do have dark humor, very dark humor. Is she wrong for this? So let me stop the music. Real quick. Where's my music button at? Oh, here it is. Fair use, by the way. And this woman goes off after this nurse's TikTok too. So let me know what y'all think. Is she wrong? Hold on. Lightly colored. No, that's the wrong one. Hold up. Is she wrong?
Okay, I just need you to remove your clothing and put a gown on to be checked by the doctor.
In front of you?
Oh, well, no, but I've seen the human naked body before.
Not one like mine. You'd die laughing at my naked body.
No, I wouldn't. I'm a professional. In over 15 years, I've never laughed at a patient.
Okay then.
Oh my gosh, that is the size of a AAA battery. I am so sorry. I don't know what came over me. On my honor, as a nurse and a lady, I promise that will never happen again. Please tell me, what is the problem?
It's swollen. I need to go.
Okay. All right. Now that was the clip. That was part of the clip that I wanted to play. Now I'm going to get into the response that this woman made. But for those of you who don't get the joke that this person was saying, it was a male patient. She's in the room with the male patient. The patient is insecure about showing his body. And she says that I'm a professional. I've seen plenty of male bodies before. And I guess the joke is he gets naked. He has a small tool. And she says that in her head, she's thinking it's the size of a AAA battery. And she says, what's the problem? He says it's swollen. And it's so funny that she has to walk out. Now, is this a joke? Or is she wrong? Are people taking this too seriously? Because people have went in on this woman. They have gone in on this woman for making this joke. And I do understand that a lot of nurses have a very dark sense of humor. So was this woman wrong for this? Let me give you my thoughts. Nurses are humans. And they have personalities and, senses of humor like everything else, like everybody else. Now, would I have made a TikTok like that? God, no. I would not have made a TikTok like this. Absolutely not. Especially if the roles were being reversed and this was a female patient. And the TikTok was in the same vein and, you made a joke about her anatomy. No, God, no. I wouldn't have done that. Now, Ebony says that I'm pretty sure we've all said / thought worse. We just didn't record it. Shout out to Ebony. As a matter of fact, if any nurses want to come through, I'll post the link. All you gotta do is hit the link and come on through. But was she wrong for putting this on the internet? Now, again, I wouldn't have made the joke on the internet. I wouldn't have done it, especially being a male nurse, knowing the climate that we're living in, because you still have to be, and I don't even know if she's a real nurse. I mean, she could have just been joking. But with the climate that we are in today, people are very sensitive. No. But at the same time, was the joke funny? Was it funny? I mean, I get it. I got the joke. I got the joke. But I just think the way it was set up, I don't know if this woman's a comedian. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I wouldn't have done it though. Was it funny? Nah. Not really. Not to me. Now, if it was funny, if I really thought it was funny, then I would have been like, okay, I thought this was funny, but it was inappropriate. It was inappropriate for TikTok. I didn't find the joke funny. Dorothy says flat out wrong. The patient shouldn't have to get dressed in front of you. How dare you shame him? Yes, as nurses, we have dark humor. Some of the things we laugh about in critical care, some people would think is wrong. However, you do it in a private setting away from the patients and family. I get it. Try putting a condom cath on a small male. Well, there you go. I definitely wouldn't have did that. I wouldn't have did the TikTok though. Oh no. No, because I ain't made the money I want to make yet. And I'll be danged if y'all cancel me. You feel me? But no, from a business aspect, no. I think that no. I feel like if you're gonna make jokes like that, I think you need to do it outside the realm of nursing, especially with you being a nurse. Shout out to Honey Locked Princess in the building. Locked Honey Princess. Shout out to you. Now, the woman who's going to respond to this, she goes in. She's about to go in. So y'all check this out.
On today's episode of How Disgusting Can Human Beings Get? I really hope to Jesus that you're not a real nurse. I really hope so. Because all I can picture in my head is if a male doctor or a male nurse made this video. Hello, miss. I'll be your male doctor for the day. Are you ready for your physical exam? I don't want to get naked because I'm nervous that you're going to make fun of my body. I'm a professional doctor, ma'am. I've been doing this for 15 years. Okay, well, only if you promise not to make fun of me. No worries. Please undress. Well, all right.
Oh my God, look at her nipples. Why are they so big? Her stretch marks are absolutely disgusting. And that clitoris, oh.
And then makes a video and gets like hundreds of thousands of likes. I don't really like to use this language often, but you are a disgusting piece of shit for that. And again, I really hope that you're not a healthcare professional because...
All right. Okay. Now you saw what she said. Yeah, if a male made that and did that, yeah, he'd be canceled. License will probably be taken away. Every organization, every nursing organization in the country will probably go out of their way. He'd probably be in more trouble than Redonda Vault. Real talk. He'd probably be in more trouble than Redonda Vault. And she deleted somebody. And I wouldn't have done that. If she is a real nurse, she just fumbled the bag, big dummy. Yeah, that was dumb. That was dumb. You know what I'm saying? And I get it, nurses are people too, but like I wouldn't have said that. That was kind of stupid. That was kind of dumb. But let's get into another topic. Before we get to the main. Before we get into the main topic. Now, I didn't know on Reddit that they have such a huge community of nurses who tell their funny stories. Now, I have not yet worked in the ER, nor have I worked in the ICU. And the story that I came across is not for the kids, but I'm going to play it because this is an interesting story. Nonetheless, it's an interesting story. I might not even be able to monetize this broadcast, actually, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Hold on. So these stories came from Reddit, and I wanted to, talk about it. And they call it emergency room stories. So let's get into this one. Now I'm going to try to censor some of the parts to where I know YouTube ain't feeling. So let's get into it. Let's get it.
Lanyard that said student midwife encounter. The part that made it funny was that this was clearly either a paid encounter or a Tinder hooker. Not a nurse, just a former admin person. But once upon a time a guy came into the ER with a...
So I'm not going to let this person say that, but a guy came into the ER. He had a toy used for you know, actions between adults. It was launched into his it was launched in his area. It was launched in his area. It was stuck in there. So I'm gonna skip that part. You know what I'm saying? It was stuck in there.
Hospital. They're about to put him into the ambulance to transport him to the regional hospital, and the surgeon comes to talk to the guy before he leaves. The surgeon says it's going to be okay, and they'll get him taken care of at the regional hospital. The patient seems to get it, but right as the surgeon is about to leave, he says, "Hey doc, if you can't get it out, can you at least turn it off?" No one knew it was vibrating too.
That's a wild ER story. He was trying to get the doctor to turn it off. He had something stuck up his, and yeah. But I've heard this is very common. I heard things like this happen like that in the ER all the time. So I guess that's what I have to look forward to, which is fine with me. Okay. So yeah. So this is a crazy one. Nursing homes, as y'all know, to me, recently I've came on the broadcast lately, and I've just said the culture of long-term nursing is horrible. The culture is horrible. I feel like they are the stepchildren, the redheaded stepchildren of healthcare. I really do. I really feel that nursing homes, long-term care are definitely the stepchildren, the redheaded stepchildren of healthcare. And I believe this for a few reasons. I was told a story by an individual who works and who audits nursing homes. And one particular nursing home was audited and they were fined for 30 days for not being up to code. With each fine they found, it was a $10,000 fine per day. And they found 10 they found 10 things to fine them $10,000 for, I believe for 30 days if I'm not mistaken. 10 things. So 10 things that they found each day to fine them for 30 days. Right? So 10 times 10, 10 times 10,000, it's $100,000, ladies and gentlemen. $100,000 times 30 days, boys and girls, that's $3 million. There are nursing homes paying $3 million in fines. So my question is, why can't they pay their staff adequately? Why can't they do it? Why can't they pay their staff adequately? If you can pay $3 million in fines, $3 billion. Well, this next story is a doozy. It's definitely a doozy because when I tell y'all that nursing is a business, that's exactly what I mean. It's a business. Okay? You have to take it for what it is and know what you're getting into when you get into it. Case in point. Nursing home accused of saving millions by keeping staff levels below standards. Millions, boys and girls. Millions. This is not a game. This is not a game. People are not playing. Healthcare is a billion-dollar industry. And that is why I tell you, if you are going to get into the game, take it for what it is. Take it for what it is. It will be in your best interest. Your best interest to become the most valued nurse that you can and get the most out of it so you can attain the resources possible that will take you to the next level. It is not the goal to stay a floor nurse for 30 years. That is crazy to me. Respect to all the floor nurses that's been doing it that long. I can't. I'm not about that life. You flip the game. You take the money that you make from this game and you flip it into passive income. In my personal opinion, I believe that this way is the quickest way. Nursing is one of the quickest legal ways to get the resources that you need to flip your money into millionaire status. I really, truly believe this. I really do. Because you still gonna have to put in some work wherever you go. I just really want y'all to understand what y'all are getting into. I'm not one of these nurses on YouTube that say F nursing, I hate the nursing field, blah, blah, blah. No, absolutely not. Nursing has provided me so far a very good life. It really has. I'm not gonna sit up here and say that. Yes, of course, there are times where I'm frustrated, blah, blah, blah. But it is what it is. That's what any job. That's what any job. But the point is to flip. Even what I'm doing right now on YouTube, I'm flipping my occupation that I do. I'm talking about it. I'm commentating on it. This is easy. And this is turning into passive income. That's what I'm saying. The goal is not to stay a worker. The goal is to flip this and become a boss. So that's what I'm saying. This is not a joke. This is about money. These are your boss and all y'all nurses that be like, oh, well, it's not about the money. You sound dumb. You really sound stupid. It's not about the money. It's not about the money. It's about the love. You sound absolutely crazy because that ain't what your bosses are saying. Your boss is saying, let these fools work short so we can save millions. It's always a nurse with the damn S on their chest talking about it's not about the money. Well, let them give you $5 an hour. As a matter of fact, give me 80% of your check since it's not about the money. All you nurses who feel like it's not about the money, give me 80% of your check. My cash app is $ the CJ Kyles. Y'all can send me 80% of your check because it's not about the money. It's about the money for me. You dig? So let's get into this article. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and play this. I'm going to go ahead and play this. Then I'm going to read it. I'm going to get into it. I wasn't going to play the video, but I guess I'll play it. Why not?
Well, you may recall Bright.
Go ahead. You can have my turn. Oh my, you have to see this.
Come on.
Y'all, I hate these old stupid ads, bro. These ads be killing me, bro. That's like the worst thing in them. Oh, God, bro. Oh, it's all right. It'll be, y'all bear with me. Jesus. That's why I didn't want to play the video. BMW is not cutting me no check.
Rehab and wellness was hit hard during the pandemic. To date, 93 residents here have died of COVID. Now, a lawsuit accuses Brighton's owners of saving more than $20 million by keeping staff levels below minimum standards. And when Brighton officials were asked about staffing during a court proceeding, they pleaded the fifth, citing their right. Asked about staffing during a court proceeding, they pleaded the owners of saving more than $20 million.
Man, y'all better stop playing with me. 20 million, nigga. $20 million. It's not a game. They're not playing with you. 20 million. You think they not gonna, man, y'all niggas finna work short. $20 million. Then when they asked about it, also listen, nigga, healthcare corporate CEOs are the biggest gangsters in America. I don't care what you say. And guess what? I'm not mad at them. We live in a capitalist society, land of the free. You got to put in your work, and the game is to be sold, not told. I'm not a hater. Not a hater. Because the goal ain't to stay an employer. Ain't to stay an employee, I'm sorry. It's to become a boss. It's to become a boss. Nobody forced us to work in the medical field at all. 20 million. And you niggas talking about it's not about the money. Y'all sound crazy. They just saved 20 million on y'all. Oh, you're gonna work short. Oh, wait. Oh no, we don't do that here. Oh no. But see, here's the thing. That's why I say it is up to you to make yourself the most valuable player you can. Because once you become a valuable player, you gain leverage. It's all about leverage. It's no different than when, like music, right? When you are chasing a record deal, when you first get in the game, you just chasing. They give you a crappy deal. But no, okay, you do what you gotta do. You put in work, you build up your leverage, you build up your resume. Okay, I'm an ICU nurse. I got 5-year experience. Y'all need me. What's up? Let's see what these numbers is talking about. Now you're valuable. You can get you $4,000-5,000 a week. My homie sent me a stub, $9,555 a week, 60 hours worth of work. Follow the money. But a lot of people not willing to do that. And you talking about it's not about the money. Y'all niggas sound crazy. And these niggas just said, I plead the fifth. Gangster-ish. 20 million, nigga. Y'all crazy talking about it's not about the money. Y'all insane.
By keeping staff levels below minimum standards. And when Brighton officials were asked about staffing during a court proceeding, they pleaded the fifth, citing their right to avoid self-incrimination. Nursing home employees rallied in Beaver last month. Among them, nurses and aides who work at Brighton Rehab and Wellness Center.
Staffing is terrible.
Shelby Dilly has been a certified nurse aide at Brighton for 16 years.
You cry on your way home because you feel so helpless. But you have to keep going back every day so you can help the people that live there.
Staffing levels are a focus of a lawsuit accusing Brighton of...
And that's the problem. That's the problem. They are playing off y'all emotions. And that is why things will never change. Because they are playing off the emotions. Huh? 16 years as a senior, that's too long. I'm sorry, it's too long. That's back-breaking work. It breaks your body down. It is. There's no way for me to say this without sounding crazy, but 16 years is too long. That's too long. You put in too much work. Back-breaking physical labor. That is too long. And no matter if we like it or not, they do not value CNAs like that. That's just what it is. And that's when you got to make a choice to say, what is it going to be about for me? Is it going to be about the emotions or is it going to be about the paper? I need to upgrade in some way. Point blank, period. I need to upgrade. These fools are saving $20 million while I'm in here slaving. Something ain't right. I plead the fifth, which means, and Brandon got it, I'm not telling y'all nothing. I'm not incriminating myself. You know the game when you signed up. You knew what this game was when you signed up. That's why. That's just like somebody who cleaned toilets, right? Somebody who clean toilets for a living, that's an honorable job. CNA, honorable job. But you don't want to stay there because it's only so much you can do within the realm of normality. It's only so much you can do. There is a cap. Now, with that, if you flip your money, if you take your money and you flip it, that's different. But in a general sense, there is a cap. And that's just, it is what it is. It's a cap to being an LPN. It really is. It's really a cap. I know a lot of people don't like to say that, but it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can make six figures being an LPN, but you're going to work. And I'm just talking about not any of you extraordinary examples like you took your LPN money, invested it, you flipped it, you became no. I'm not talking about that. Those are unique situations. You dig? But as far as the aspect of being an LPN, it is a limitation. It is. Absolutely. That's why it's up to you to upgrade yourself. This woman been coming to work for 16 years. 16 years. Breaking her back for 16 years. And not to even swerve off topic, and I know it's off topic, but these will be the same chicks. I don't need no man. I don't need no man. I hear that all the time. While you're hunched over and your back broke. I don't need no man. Stop the cap. But anyway, I digress. Let me get back to that part.
Of negligence in the 2019 death of resident Judith Helinski. A CPA's report filed by the plaintiffs found that from 2017 to 2019, Brighton's nursing staff worked 694,000 fewer hours than expected under Medicare rules based on the care levels required. That saved Brighton's owners more than $22 million in salaries and overtime.
Hello. Bruh. When I see stuff like this motivates me to finish school every day. These niggas saved $22.6 million. That niggas talk about some. It's not about the money. Oh my God. Oh my God. $22.6 million. Man, look. They said, look, how many is it? How many implements in the building? Are we at state regulation? All right. Be that as it may. Continue. Man, stop playing. I mean, look, you all got to start somewhere, but it's up to you to stay there. Like real talk. It's up to you to stay there. It's crazy as hell. This is wild.
Brighton did not respond to multiple requests for comment. In court papers, Brighton denies the lawsuit's allegations. Brighton's own expert witness says the CPA report is an opinion not based on a standard of care or a regulation, and that a state inspection showed Brighton fully compliant with staffing regulations during Helinski's stay. Action News Investigates asked the daughter of another former Brighton resident about the report. Jody Gill is a plaintiff in another pending lawsuit against Brighton.
I keep saying the word appalling with regard to anything at Brighton. And at this point, nothing shocks me when I am told of what they have done to make money for themselves and provide less than adequate care.
She says one day she saw her father's roommate covered in a sheet. She thought he might be dead.
And I didn't want to go touch another patient. And I had to go looking for a staff member. And it took me over an hour to find a staff member.
In depositions for the lawsuit,
it's a cold game. It's a cold game. But fortunately, we live in a society where we have information at our fingertips, and it is really up to us to decide if we want to stay there or not, for the most part. It is a cold game. Cold game. Just like how it's easier and it costs more money to live in a nursing home than it is to retire at a 5-star resort. It's a cold game. But you got to decide which one you gonna do though. You either make the choice to decide to, well, you know what? This ain't it, bro. Yeah, that's gonna happen. And me seeing what I see now and knowing what I know, if I don't out of within the realms of doing it myself, if I don't make the right moves and I fail, that's on me because I know and I have all the information in front of me. I have all of it in front of me with what I control, right? That's crazy. I'm gonna tell you something too. I'm really taking the initiative to really, put health as the number one priority. And I'm really gonna try hard to get my parents, get their health on point because I can't imagine having to put my. That's why I'm got to get rich. I can't imagine putting my parents in one of these. Hopefully, they'll never have to be in one, but I can't imagine. And that's no judgment to the people that have to do that because sometimes you are in situations that you cannot control, and that is the necessary option. But this is a game, ladies and gentlemen. Don't get it twisted. The rich stay rich for a reason. The rich stay rich for a reason. It is up to you to decide which part of the game you're going to end up on. This is why when people tell you to stay average, that's bull crap. Because average ain't cutting it no more. That's what we're talking about later on tonight. Average ain't cutting it no more. This is not the 50s and the 60s where you could just work 40 hours a week and live a wonderful lifestyle. Those days are long gone. It's long gone. That's over with, boys and girls. It's over with. That's over. Your health comes first because you need your body to put in the work. You need your body to be up and running long enough to put in the actual work. Yeah. It's not a joke. It's not about the money. Come on, bro. This is not a game. These CEOs not playing with you. This is real life. The rich stay rich for a reason. The rich don't come around broke people for a reason. You got to get your emotions out of this. You got to get in where you fit in. Do what you can do. Get in and get out. Get your emotions out the game. You have to. If you want to survive.
Helinski's lawyers repeatedly asked Brighton's former administrator and nursing director about staffing. They both declined to respond, citing their Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination. Former nursing director Eva Hamilton invoked the Fifth 27 times. Former administrator Thomas Loudon 34 times. One time, Loudon was asked if he had any concerns that the facility was not staffed in a manner that was sufficient to meet the needs of its residents. His response, based on my constitutional rights, I respectfully decline to answer that question. Loudon declined to.
Of course. Who finna sit up here and incriminate theyself? Hey, hey, did you know that the staff are you aware that it's understaffed and, patients are not getting adequate care? Are you aware of that? Yeah, I plead the Fifth. Talking about who finna incriminate theyself? Hey, did you know there's barely any food down there and everything? I plead the Fifth. Yeah, do all that. Yeah. I wonder when these CEOs be having a meeting, if somebody come up and say, well, it's not about the money. They'll probably get kicked out.
Comment when reached by Action News Investigates. Hamilton did not respond to multiple requests for comment. In court papers, Brighton's attorneys say Loudon and Hamilton are subjects of an ongoing FBI investigation into various issues at Brighton, including staffing levels and the response to state inspections. In 2020, the FBI served search warrants on Brighton and a related facility, Mount Lebanon Rehab and Wellness Center. Last year, former Mount Lebanon administrator Susan Gilbert was indicted on fraud charges, accused of telling employees to falsify records to appear that they met staffing requirements. She pleaded not guilty and faces trial later this year.
Now that's where you screw up at. I ain't falsifying no documents. And I have been asked several times to do documentation on days that I was not there. Y'all niggas are crazy. Don't be falsifying no documentation. Don't be documenting on no patient and they wasn't there, because if that comes up in court, you are liable for that. All those EMR records, they can use that in court. I never document on the days that I was not there because I did not physically lay eyes on that patient. Yeah. And see, y'all be taking the falls and not even be getting paid. That's crazy. That's crazy. Said the high value nurse, I just finished a travel nursing assignment 2 months ago. Tried to work in a regular job and quit the first week. Back on the road making $14K a month. Hell nah. I feel you, bro. I feel you. Follow the money. Follow the money. And that's what I'm saying. You have to realize the game for what it is. It's not meant. This game is not built for you to be a boss. The game is built for you to take your resources and make your own self a boss. That's the game. That's the cheat code.
Gill says she met with federal and state investigators earlier this year.
And I personally can state that I have provided information, oral, electronic, and written, to the FBI and the Pennsylvania Attorney General.
And she better be careful, because now you playing with people's millions. That's all I'm going to say. She better be careful. She on TV. She doing all that stuff. She better be careful, because now you playing with real money here. She better be careful. That's all I'm going to say.
Brighton CNA Shelby Dilley says something needs to change to make sure residents get the care they deserve.
If we don't have enough staff, we can't get them fed as quick. We can't get them toileted as quick. We can't get them cleaned up as quick. It's very much frustrating for me as a worker and for the patients. I feel bad for them.
The new state budget includes an additional $250 million for nursing homes to improve their staffing levels. It's unclear how much of that taxpayer money will go to Brighton. Reporting live in Brighton Township, Beaver County, Paul Van Osdal, Pittsburgh's.
She better be careful. She better be careful, bro. You right, Baba T. This is not for play. They ain't playing with you. She better be careful. That's all I'm going to say. And that's why I tell y'all, get in and get out. You know what I'm saying? I understand. It's America. It's capitalist society. I get it. I get it. Can y'all hear me now? Am I good? Let me know if I'm good. Am I good? I think I'm good. I turned the mic back on. Hold on. I should be good. I feel like I'm good now. Am I straight? All right, I'm good. All right, cool. All right, boys and girls. Now for the main topic. I will not be here too much longer, but we about to get into the main topic. And this is why, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna tell y'all, like, with the recession that's coming, I be begging, especially y'all young dudes, like, I'm begging y'all, get into the healthcare field, bro. I'm telling you, get into the healthcare field because the money ain't going nowhere. It's not going nowhere. You feel me? It's not going nowhere. I was having a discussion with my chick today. I said, people, and this is just where we have to keep it real. Like, people, they want people to pay them, like the McDonald's workers and everything like that. They want $25 an hour minimum wage raises and all that kind of stuff. Let's just be real. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen because they will replace you with robots. If you go to Walmart, it's all self-check. Look at Amazon store. They don't even need people in there pretty much now. All they got to do is scan your fingerprint. You take what you need. It's getting charged to your account. And this is what happens when we've been fooled into thinking that skills that don't really provide any value to the market are worth more than what they actually are. Let's keep it real. Oh boy. Now see, Baba T, I ain't with that now. I don't wish no diseases to come from nowhere. But you know, if it's here, get to your bag. But I don't wish that to come. But yeah, like, people want $25 to make burgers. That's not gonna happen. It is not going to happen. They will shut down and it will be all robots making sandwiches before that happens. This is why I encourage y'all, especially you young men, to get into the game. Get your money. All y'all dudes that do street business with narcotics and all that kind of stuff, and y'all got that kind of mind, y'all could take that same energy, go legit, you know what I'm saying? Put that energy into something positive and really get in this game and make money legally by helping others. And you can make quick money, fast money. That's what y'all used to, right? Y'all don't have to do that. Y'all can come this way because it's here. It is here. Y'all don't have to do that, especially you dudes with clean records. Y'all got clean records. You take that bread and you finesse it into something else that's positive, where you don't have to look over your shoulder all the time, where you don't have to worry about the police kicking down your door. It is no better feeling than living in this place and I ain't got to look over my shoulder. You feel me? It is what it is. Like I said, man, I'm finna, how they glorify the drug trade and all that kind of stuff. I'm about to pump nursing up like I'm a rapper. This is nurse bag. I'm just saying, bro, like, get into it because it's not going nowhere. And like I said, the main topic is 64% of nurses are expected to leave the bedside in 2023. That's more than half, 64%. They are having to shut ICUs down because they simply don't have the bodies. They don't have the nurses to do it. Listen, bro, there's paper out there to be made. It is paper out there to be made. All you got to do is put in a little bit of time, put in a little bit of work, and do what you got to do. Y'all don't have to do that. Y'all dudes need to get into this field. Make your paper, get in and get out. Get into it, get in, get out. Do what you got to do. Y'all leave these women alone. Leave these chicks alone. They are going to be here. And ladies, same with you. Leave that dusty nigga alone. Do what you got to do and get your paper. Get your paper. And if you are an attractive young lady, just understand that A lot of people are not going to like you because you are attractive and you motivated and you trying to get your money. But don't let their bitterness swallow you whole like the game has done them. Shout out to the virtual Kevin Durant, new male grad here. Congratulations. Congratulations. But yeah, ladies, don't let these, if you want to be a nurse, stop waiting on your girl to go with you to nursing school. She ain't going. You go. It's probably going to take for you to go. Then she'll might go. But all y'all that's trying to go in a group, listen, she ain't paying your bills. Go to school. Get it cracking. The money is here. Ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere. So look at that. More are considering leaving the profession. This article came out on the 20th. It says many people may be moving on from COVID, but nurses certainly aren't. And the latest variant sweeps the U.S. The mental stresses on the profession have reached new highs. A survey of 2,500 nurses released Wednesday finds that 64% are looking to leave the healthcare profession. A nearly 40% increase from a similar survey a year ago. Just a year ago. A year ago. Three-quarters of those surveys said they've experienced burnout since the pandemic began, which you don't have to, because you can make your own schedule and go on a vacation whenever you need be, especially if you are a seasoned nurse. So you don't have to burn out. You really don't. You do not have to burn out, especially when you have majority of the leverage, when you hold most of the keys. I don't understand how that happens. I really don't understand how burnout even happens when you literally are in a position to control your schedule. How does that happen? Maybe I'm ignorant. Maybe it's something that I'm missing. Let me know. How does that happen? So the three-quarters of those surveys said they experienced burnout since the pandemic began, and half said they have had experienced feelings of trauma, extreme stress, or PTSD. Our nurses are the backbone of our health system, said Dr. Danny Bowie, the Vice President of Clinical Strategy and Transformation at Trusted Health, a nurse staffing startup that released a survey. So if they're not operating out of their best state, it's very detrimental to the well-being of our community and our patients. The pandemic has exacerbated the U.S. nursing shortage as overworked and ill-treated healthcare workers have quit in masses. And here's the thing, too. I think, real talk, the media is, and I know that, I guess I will be considered, even though I'm small, but I will be considered part of the media. But I think the media really blows this. Not saying that the shortage isn't real. You dig? The shortage is very real. But I think they make the nursing field look like garbage. And I think that really does influence a lot of people not to even want to stay in the field and not to even want to get in the field. And I can understand why. Let me see what y'all saying. You said burnout is only for suckers that don't schedule right. You got to know how to block schedule. Yeah. Dorothy says that's why I vacation every 6 months and practice self-care. It happens because you allow the hospital to make you feel guilty for putting yourself first. The PTSD is real, though. Listen, you better vacation once a month. Every 30 days, you need to be on somebody's island or somebody's ship somewhere. You feel me? You need to be on somebody's island, somebody's ships somewhere. Block scheduling. Yeah, y'all got to learn block scheduling. One nurse told me how she do it. She'll work 6 days. Like if she worked 12-hour shifts, she told me that if she works 6 days, she'll have 8 off. So she'll schedule herself 6 days. That's if y'all get paid every 2 weeks, you'll still get your 3 days in, 6 days, and OT for that week if y'all get paid after 40. and then you have your 8 days off to do what you want to do. Now, Dorothy told me it's not good to work more than 6 days in the ICU, and I can understand why. So maybe you do 3 days in ICU, maybe 3 days in med surge. Boom, there go your 8 days off. You do what you gotta do. You got more time with your family. You got more time to vacation. You got more time for yourself. That means twice a month you could possibly be going on vacation, or you could be resting, or wherever the case may be. So, yeah, 6 and 8, 6 on, 8 off, 6 on, 8 off. So let me see. Since the pandemic, okay, have the nurses that are surveyed by Trusted Health said they had been verbally attacked by patients or their family members. Y'all are bogus for that. Y'all don't be putting your hands on these nurses. That's crazy. That is crazy. All these physically attack, you can say what you want to say, but no. Almost a quarter said they've been physically assaulted. That is wild. I feel like if a nurse is physically assaulted, it should be somewhere stated in the law that nurses are given specific rights to defend themselves by any means necessary. That's crazy. It says the U.S. Bureau of Labor and Statistics forecasts an annual average of 194,500 openings for registered nurses through 2030. The data released Wednesday suggests as the pandemic drags on and hospitalizations again tick up, things aren't getting any better, only worse. In March, the American Hospital Association sent a letter to the Department of Justice to support legislation to create federal protection against assault for intimidation for healthcare workers. It says one study found 44% of healthcare workers experience verbal and physical harassment in the first few months of the pandemic. That's wild. That's wild. So I went PRN because they try to make you feel bad for taking too much time off. Can't no adult make me feel bad about taking time off. And see, that's what I'm talking about. So maybe that's where the bullying come in. You're not about to make me feel bad for taking time off. Who are you? This is my body. It's my mind. Yeah, wow. So a smart nurse should at least have 4 or 5 stretch off every 2 weeks if you do it right. Okay. What happens, especially in a hospital? It says I am pretty much the bodyguards of these female nurses against sexual predators, rude and disrespectful doctors and patients. My 6'4" Bill shields tiny ladies. Well, there you go. It's called PTO, prepare to others, because I ain't coming in. That's a whole fact. Despite increased attention, the urgency on nurse burnout during the pandemic, almost all nurses surveyed by Trusted Health said their mental health wasn't a priority or that there were inadequate measures in place to support them. As a manager, I really struggled to provide support to my 85 nurses because I didn't know what my health system provided in regards to caring for the well-being and mental health of my nurses. Well, either you gonna protect yourself and have your best interest, or nobody will, because they sure ain't gonna do it for you. They sure ain't gonna do it for you. Point blank, period. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was today's show. Be sure to come back tonight, 9:45, 10 o'clock p.m. We're gonna be talking about how average is not enough. And we're gonna be talking about some other stuff too. So it's not gonna be nursing related, just general podcasts or general topic stuff. So I appreciate you joining me. High Value Nurse t-shirts coming soon. So y'all let me know if y'all want one. They're coming very soon. And until next time, I bid you adieu. Get paid, young nurse, get paid. Peace.